Hi there. Nice to be out on another wild camp. Ages since I've been out, but with December being absorbed by Christmas, and then January has just disappeared. I've had lots of little jobs to do, and then next minute we're into February. But I'm out now and really looking forward to it. I'm heading out of Sheffield at the moment along Ecclesall Road, one of the main roads out. We've got the Derbyshire border about a mile and a half away, and I'm going to camp around that area. I'll actually still be in the boundary of Sheffield City, but it'll be out in the countryside. I found a lovely secluded little spot. So I'm carrying on here for a little bit, and I'll have a word with you when I get further on. We're just leaving the built-up area of the city now, heading out into the countryside. Now this camp is basically about food, cooking and eating. That's the theme of this camp. That's why my rucksack weighs a ton, because it's full of food. We've not got far to go now. We've only probably got about another mile. We will be camping still in the boundary of the city, but on the outskirts, right on the Peak District National Park border. So I will talk to you about another mile up here. We're clear of the city now. As you can see, we're on the Peak District National Park border. I can actually see snow on top of the hills, very patchy. Now normally I would camp on top of the hills. I like to camp as high as I can get, but it's always windy. There's always a constant wind up there. So as this video is basically about cooking, I wanted a sheltered spot. So I've managed to find a nice spot near here. It's in a bit of a hollow, well protected from the wind, more of a woodland camp. It's actually got a stream running by. So I'm going to make my way down there now. This is a woodland site I've found. It's actually still in the Sheffield boundary and probably only 200 metres from a main road. Now I must have walked past this area 100 times or more, but I've never been down here. So it shows what a bit of searching, a bit of mooching about, what fantastic sights you can find on your doorstep. We've got a little stream down there, and there's a nice level area above the stream, so that's where I'm going to pitch my tent. It's still got snow on here because I think the sun never actually reaches this part, so it looks like it's going to be a bit of a winter camp after all. So I'll get on, get the tent pitched. It's my Sulu I brought with me, so easy to pitch, and I'll come back to you in a bit. That's the Sulu set up now. So easy, what a fantastic tent. Must have taken about 10 minutes. Mind you, it's usually windy when I put a tent up. Not a breath of air down here. It's beautiful and calm. One of the advantages of woodland camping, I dare say. I'll have to try it more often. So what I'll do now, I'm going to get myself settled in. It's only mid-afternoon, so I've plenty of time. Enjoy a bit of time in the tent, and then I'll make a start on my evening meal before it gets dark so I can film it okay. Got a beautiful menu for tonight. So, talk to you in a bit. It's nice when you've got a stream on your doorstep. I've not had to carry any water. I've brought my Sawyer mini filter with me, so I've got as much water as I want. Just about ready to start preparing my evening meal. Now today I brought 2 stoves with me. I've got a gas stove here, not fantastic for winter, but I'm hoping it'll simmer. Got my Whisper Light liquid fuel, that'll work in any conditions. I've already boiled a pan of water, made myself some soup, that's my starter. That's nice and warm, that'll get me warmed up. Now if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I enjoy cooking. It's a major part of any camp is the cooking. So tonight, I've never cooked these camping before. They're lamb chops, so I thought we'd have some lamb chops. I'm using the stoves outside, one for safety. I'd never use liquid fuel stove in a tent. And also I don't want the fat anywhere, so it's a bit uncomfortable cooking in the snow, but it's better than getting any problems in the tent. So to make it a bit more interesting, I've got real potatoes and vegetables. So I've got these to peel, I've got some broccoli, there's sprouts and carrots. So I'll get all those prepared and then we'll make a start at cooking everything. Oh, they're simmering nicely. So that's the potatoes. I'm going to try and mash them. I've got this little cut down masher I've made. Well, everything seems to be cooking okay. The veg is nearly done. I've had it on for 5 minutes. I don't want it too soft, so that can stand there. The potatoes, they're not far off being done, so I thought I'd get on and get the chops done. It isn't easy timing it. Like I put the carrots in first because they're going to take the longest, then the sprouts, then the broccoli, and it's just difficult to time everything ready at the right time with only 2 stoves. And that's the lamb chops, and they do look nice. I must admit, I wouldn't have wanted those inside the tent. Fat would be everywhere. But they look lovely. I think we can say everything's done now. So, if this will work out, I'm going to try and drain. As you can see, it's produced a lot of fat. So I'm going to try and drain this off onto this kitchen roll. I won't say I eat that healthy, but I don't want all that in me. So that's got rid of most of the fat. I'll put that to one side. Now I've got to juggle this. I want to drain. Got this nice little drainer. So I'm going to drain the potatoes first. That's only water, so that's those drained. Now that's my masher. It's cheapo one from supermarket, cut down. That's those mashed okay. You could use a fork, it's just something I thought I'd make. So, now for the messy bit. I'm going to put where's my fork? The potatoes can go in with the chops. That's got most of that out. I'm after the vegetable water to make the gravy. So if this I'm going to drain that into there. So that's the veg. Presentation leaves a little bit to be desired. And then add some gravy powder. I'll put that water back in there. Fork. And this should thicken up into nice gravy. Just give it a sec. So there, that does look nice, that does look nice. Lamb chops, potatoes, fresh veg and gravy. And the beauty that the frying pan will keep the food really warm. I've probably got it a bit too hot at the moment. That does taste nice. Well, that'll certainly keep me warm tonight. So I'm going to sit and enjoy this. Probably take me an hour to clear everything up, and I'll probably see you inside the tent later on. Right, I've settled inside the tent now. I've finished my evening meal. It was very nice. Just had a tin of rice pudding, only a matter of warming it up. Cup of coffee. So nice meal. So hopefully that will keep me warm through the night. There's nothing really to look at outside. I'm in sort of this hollow. So sort of surrounded by the hillside really. So I'm just going to enjoy the time inside the tent, have another cup of coffee, keep me warm. And just enjoy the peace and quiet. Hopefully, I don't know if you can hear it, I've got a stream running alongside the side of the tent, so hopefully the noise of that will lull me into a deep sleep. We'll have to see. So, I'll see you in the morning. Good night then. Right, good morning. Not a bad night's sleep. Was a little bit chilly, I must admit. About 4 o'clock in the morning, I had to make myself a hot drink because it was a bit cold. Luckily, I got my trusted hot water bottle with me, and I reboiled the water in that, put it back in the bottle, and that soon warmed myself back up, and I went straight back to sleep. I seemed to sleep more, I would say, between about 4 and 8 in the morning. I suppose I'd finally settled down and that, and yeah, not a bad sleep. Anyway, it's several hours since we last ate, so time to get on with some breakfast. We've got a full English to cook, and that should keep me going for the rest of the day. So it's over to the kitchen. Can't have a breakfast without bacon, and the smell of this will be wonderful. Oh, doesn't that smell nice? You just can't beat the smell of bacon. Well, that's the bacon cooking nice. Just gonna drop these mushrooms in now. Probably just manage this with this gas. I've brought the cylinder inside the tent, and I keep putting my hands round it. Whether it's helping, I don't know, but it's struggling here. But I think I should manage to get me breakfast cooked. Right, just drop these 2 eggs in. I think one of the hardest things was getting the eggs here, never mind cooking them. I've seen those camping containers, but they're too big. I only want to bring 2 eggs, so I ended up wrapping them up in like kitchen roll and put them inside a pot, but they seem to get here in one piece. So hopefully I've just got enough gas, if I keep my hands around it, to try and warm it, just to cook these eggs through. You can see why a liquid fuel stove is essential for winter. Gas, it's okay for boiling water, perhaps cooking in the porch, but if the temperature was much lower, I think it's nearly melting out there, so it's probably only 0 degrees, and this is struggling. It'll cook these okay, but I won't like to think it was my sole form of fuel. Right, I think we can say the eggs are cooked, so the tomatoes, which I previously warmed up, can go back in. So I think I'll enjoy my breakfast, probably get everything cleared up, get my gear packed up, and I'll come back to you when everything's packed up. That's everything packed away now. I've checked I've not left anything, tent pegs, rubbish, all cleared up. Might be visiting this site another day, I think, as the weather gets better. So it's just a matter of climbing up this little hill and get back onto the road. Just come up 100 metres or so, and with no snow. You can see it sort of dropped it in that hollow where I camped, and the sun just doesn't seem to go down in the bottom, so the snow stays. Anyway, another enjoyable camp. I told you it was about cooking, and that's what it was about. So definitely a feel of spring in the air, even though it's only February. But all I can say then is thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you probably late Feb into March, and have a few new ideas to show you concerning camping. But I'll leave it till then. So see you then. Bye.